Real quick before the video begins, man, I'm the best one-eyed gamer. I had to show y'all boys I ended up being canceled for the third time in my life recently. And just remember, when times get hard, I could do all things through Christ who strengthens me, man. Let's get to this video.
Yo, real quick, man, appreciate y'all boys for clicking on this video. This is my first type of like Marvel Rivals content, so just work with me. Now you might have clicked the title and be like, bro, what are you talking about? What's the correlation? And it all makes sense. I'm going to explain to you why. So typically I fit into that if it's not like a ball, a gun, or a car, or fighting or something like that, I won't play the game. Like, so that's GTA, that's Call of Duty, that's Warzone, you know what I'm saying? Like games like that. But I'm telling you now, bro, games are all like the same type of thing. You just have to find like the pattern. So Marvel Rebels, I like it because it's completely like what I'm not used to. I never played Overwatch. I never played like any type of games like that. I always like avoided it just because none of my friends played it. I ain't really find like the point of it, but Marvel Rivals feels like a breath of fresh air. Now this video isn't like scripted or anything like that, so if I'm stuttering or if I'm like losing my train of thought, or if I repeat something, just chill. I'm trying to, you know, just go off the top of the dome. And also it's not going to be like an in-depth guide on me hitting Celestial. So for all my 2K players out there, the game is very simple. In this video, I'm gonna be saying a lot of like synergies that's like pretty much the same thing as Marvel Rivals. Now most people be like, they ain't got nothing to do with each other, stuff like that, but it's certain principles in games in general. It's all gotta find the same like type of pattern. But before we get into the what I noticed about the game in 2K, like the same type of thing, I feel like I had like a advantage. You know what I'm saying? Like me, I have this like special is good, but I feel like I have the ability to get good at any game just because like I'm casual with it, but I am like obsessive. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't go on games and try to win money and play against the best people in the world and stuff like that. I might have to get into that eventually, but for now, I just really enjoy, like, if I'm gonna be sitting here spending my time with something, I want to become the best I can possible. So like even going way back, like when I was younger, never played Madden, never played football, stuff like that. I used to go to like my cousin's house and they used to always like blow me out. I didn't know how to QB contain. I didn't know how to do like stupid little things like that. I didn't know the difference between formations. I'm just playing the game, trying to have fun. But that losing feeling, it just did not feel great to me, bruh. So what did I do? I became obsessive. I'm talking about every ebook, every guide, every formation, every tip, trick, video. I learned it all. And then eventually you won't need the videos. You're going to see like, okay, it's just this. Only thing I got to do is throw a streak right here. That's going to clear out this deep zone. And then that's going to be the corner route going to be wide open. Or, oh, he only sending 2 people. He only blitzing 2. I got enough time in the pocket. I can sit here and chill. Oh, he's pass command. Let me throw it and run. And now his players are weak box. And now you got you feel me? Your players gonna be turning into amazing blockers. Just learning the games and patterns, and you gonna see like, okay, cool, bro. You can actually do it. So when it comes to Marvel Rivals and 2K, now I ain't gonna lie, solo queuing is like, man, it's not fun. Some games you enjoy it, some games that you don't, bro. Like some games you're gonna win, some games you're gonna lose. There's nothing you could do about it. You don't need like a 70% win rate and nothing like that. A lot of people in that 50%, 45%, like stuff like that. They're usually around like 50% of the games they win. If you could do higher than that, then cool. You're gonna hit it eventually. It's all about just putting in the hours. But there is certain ways for you to carry your games. Let me know if y'all want me to drop like in-depth tutorials on how I did it personally. So for me, in order for me to carry games, and I pretty much play like I'm solo, man. Like, go back and watch my videos. For all my 2K players watch it, y'all know me in a random wreck, but random wreck is like damn near impossible. Just because it's gonna be, it's like rival, same thing. You playing with 5 different people. Y'all never played with each other before. Everybody like to do different things. Everybody got their own different, like what they like to do and what they don't like to do, stuff like that. But it's all about coming together, finding out the team weakness, what you need to do, and what position can you sit there in. No matter what your team do, you're going to give yourself the best possible chance of winning. Now, for some people that might be tank, some people that might be support, some people that might be DPS. For 2K, some people that might be point guard, some people that might be center. For me, on 2K, it's point guard. Point guard is always going to be the most important position to me just because you can control the game. Same thing with like being a tank and support. So on Marvel Rivals, I got the Celestial by using Mantis and Venom. Mantis and Venom, boy, I love them characters so much, bro. Like, you can really sit there and really carry the game no matter what your team doing. Venom, because I feel like people don't apply enough pressure. Healers just sitting in the back, just heals, getting their support all. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, ain't nobody gonna, even if you have a diver, like most people, you will have like a Psylocke, you'll have like a Magic, you'll have a Black Panther, Spider-Man. If you let me get in the lobby with a good Spider-Man and I'm on Venom, good luck. Cause I'm literally off his hip. I sit on top of a building, and whoever Spider-Man is diving on, you're gonna see me slamming right with him. And that player is dead almost damn near immediately. And there's nothing you could do about it. Same thing with support with Mantis. Mantis, she's like a DPS support. The way you get her leads back is you gotta hit headshots. So I'm not gonna get on the game to get on Rocket and sit in the back of the map and just shoot these little orbs and heal bot. I'm not gonna do that. My main characters are Adam and Mantis. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I'm not going to be sitting there and just heal bot, bro. I need to put in damage. Let me get a couple picks, because that's usually our weakest side. Like, I see people not dying. I'm like, okay, so we're not doing enough damage. Cool. Because you could be DPS, whatever. If you're amazing DPS, then choose DPS. But it's easier to be a DPS and just shoot at people versus having a healer that's also getting kills. I'm talking about this games where I done dropped 20,000 damage, 20,000 healing, like just crazy games, 25k each all around the board. Most final hits is Mantis. I'm like just being an absolute dog. Same thing with Adam, like his revives is crazy. And then with 2K, in order for you to win, it's all the same thing. Let me get into more specific examples. For 2K, right? Let's say you get takeover or you get your ult, like in Marvel Rivals, right? That is your chance to make this huge play that can change the game. So in 2K, you get your takeover, you get Deep Bomber, you get Blur, you get, you know what I'm saying? You get something like that. You get the little Fate and takeover, Silky Shooter. That means you have the ability to take over the offense. So me as a point guard, if I get my Silky Shooter, I get my Deep Bomber, I get my Blur, immediately the offense is going to go so smooth just because my player turns into a god. You cannot guard him when he have on Blur. I'm going to get a blow by. You have to, if I got on Deep Bomber, you have to come way it out to the half court line to guard me, because I got a 99 3-point, which means I'm spreading out the defense. The backdoor cuts are going to be open. If I'm getting screens, then you have to, the center have to hedge more, which leading something else open. Maybe the slip is open. And then in Rivals, right? Let's say you get your Doctor Strange off. That means if the team is all grouped up together and I Agamotto, and everybody is froze, all it takes for me to shoot them, hit my whip, I do the little pop thing, spread out my energy, and then all it takes is another DPS. Or let's say we got a Bucky, a Namor, anything like that, and you combine them, the whole team is going to get wiped. Same thing with like the support alts. Once you get that support alt, your team is pretty much going to be invincible. That's the one thing I don't like about Mantis. Mantis is okay when it comes to her alt. Her alt isn't that strong. She's good as like a second, third support. But let's say if you're Invisible Woman, or a lot of people use Cloak and Dagger, and more specifically, let's say you get Luna and you start dancing, your whole team, whoever's in that ult, they are unkillable pretty much, unless they pair two ults to kill you. Let's say they use Rocket and Venom, or Rocket and somebody else, or Storm and Johnny. Then it's like, okay, cool, you're gonna kill me. But other than that, you're gonna win that fight if they not combining ults together. So the takeover in the ult system is pretty much the same. Once again, if I'm at point guard and I see the center get rebounded takeover, man, I'm finna what? Bro, I get real aggressive, bro. If I see any opportunity to get a 3, if I see him get positioning, I'm gonna shoot up a nice, quick, good shot. Obviously, I'm not gonna force it nothing stupid, but it's gonna be a great shot. And if we miss, it's pretty much a guaranteed rebound. Let's say he gets a finishing takeover, like a post scorer, and he just starts throwing people out the way. You have those takeovers and ults or whatever. Those are the opportunities for you to change the game and swing it in your way no matter what's going on. Like, y'all remember in the old 2Ks where you'll get team takeover. Everybody on your team have takeover now. You have no choice but to go crazy. If you start losing a game while everybody on your team have team takeovers, then you might just need to pack it up for the day. Another like similarity, synergy, or whatever. I did say this Yapping, so my bad once again if I'm just going everywhere. But the positioning. So it's hard to win games if your tank don't know how to tank, your healers don't know how to heal, you don't know about off angles, you don't know about high ground. It's a bunch of little things like that where you just need to put in the reps and see what you did wrong. And you can be like, cool, I understand it now. Same thing for 2K. if you're playing with the inside center and he don't know how to set screens, set off balls, and he just sit at the block and just being useless, or he's at the mid range and he can't shoot and he's just taking up space, he's not clearing the floor, he's not getting nobody open, everything is going to collapse. It's not going to go right. So then what can you do about that? You have to communicate. You have to be like, yo, go here, stop doing this. People cutting at the same time. Proving my point. People cutting at the same time, right? They'll say, oh, I'm open, but both the people are cut, and now the people cross man, and then somebody's right in the free throw line, they can steal that pass. They may look open in the one-on-one, but if you look at the 9 other players on the court, they're not open. That's like if you're on a team and you're in Marvel Rivals, you use 2 support arts at the same time. Brad, that is a waste. That's one of the biggest ways to throw the game. I hope I'm not getting off topic too much and y'all really trying to understand what I'm saying. Once again, let me know if y'all want me to drop like the in-depth tutorial on how I did it, like what characters in certain position guys and stuff like that. But there's plenty of them out there, but maybe y'all want to see my perspective and what I learned. Another thing, I consider like the point guard role with the tank. So as a point guard, your job is to control the flow of the game. As a tank, what's your job? To control the pace of the match, bruh. It's the exact same thing. You choose when it's time to be aggressive. If you have an advantage, y'all get a pick, y'all get 2 picks, they have no healers, something like that. This is your opportunity. You push up, you be super aggressive, because it's all a numbers game. Same thing with 2K. If y'all on the fast break and it's 4 of y'all on the fast break, 3 of y'all on the fast break, and it's 1 person back, that's pretty much a guarantee somebody's going to be open. They got to run out to the 3 and you get a free shot. You got a wide open mid range. You got a person cutting that straight down the middle, just spacing the floor. It's a lot of the same patterns in the game that you just have to find the similarities to, bro. That's why I feel like I hit Celestial pretty much with ease, I can say. Now, don't get me wrong. It was some crazy losing streaks on there where I lost like 5 in a row or something like that. But it was games where I just felt unstoppable. No matter what my team did, I was on point. And I did have some bad plays. I had some amazing plays. But it's just like 2K. You're not going to always play perfect. But as long as you adjust and you figure out what the team need and what you need to do, and like, okay, I'm selling the game right now, or I need to do this, or just switching to counter what the other team is doing. So for Rivals, let's say they running the dive gun. They got Black Panther, they got Spider-Man, they got all of that. And somehow Namor made it past the ban phase. But people, I see the worst thing in Marvel Rivals is people are truly stubborn. They don't know when to switch from different roles. The one thing I like about Marvel Rivals that I might make a whole nother video on is literally every single person in that game is good if you know how to use them right. Except for Black Widow. I did see some crazy YouTubers with Black Widow, but man, ain't nobody worried about no Black Widow in no game, bro. Let's just talk about healers for a second, right? Now let's just say they're diving the life out of you and there's nothing you could do about it. You're on Luna, you could freeze them. You know, you're on Mantis, you could throw your little smoke bomb, your little freeze thing. Now they soul up in the air or whatever. Now it's like, okay, cool, what do I do now? But you keep dying. Number one, it's on your team to make an adjustment, but it's also on you. What can you do to truly not get dived anymore? If you see your team isn't going to appeal for you, they are no help. They aren't going to come back and save you. Don't get me wrong, it's their job. They need to help you, but at some point, you got to fight for your own life, because solo queuing is going to be games like that, bro. And then they going to ask you, oh, where my heals at? Why you getting dived by Magic and Black Panther and there's nothing you could do about it? You have to do whatever you can. So for me, I never play Rocket, but if I'm getting dived like crazy, hey, bro, that Rocket is coming out. He is super hard to kill. He's too small, stuff like that. But if I see they're not really diving like that, or they diving just a little bit, I go to my Mantis. Even Loki is good with dive. Even Adam is good with dive. A lot of the characters, they can like self-sustain a little bit. And the biggest thing I see is people I don't know why they don't like to help each other. Like if there's only one person diving and my healer's right next to me, they'll sit there and ignore me while I'm getting beat up. And then next thing you know, I die. And then the person who was diving me, then they getting dived, my other support. And I'm like, bro, we could be sitting here healing each other, you know what I'm saying? Getting each other right. But you want to ignore me, and now we both there. So then that's when you can pull out the Loki, put your little clone down, stuff like that. Same thing with 2K. You see that your team cannot play backdoor cuts. For some reason, every single time they have no defense. They don't know how to do this. You can get on the mic, you can communicate, you can be, oh, you want to go zone, you want to do this. Somebody's getting killed on a matchup. yo, let's switch. Let me get him. Go guard this person in the corner. He not doing nothing. But me as a point guard, what I do, I'm in every single passing lane. I'm stopping every single fast break, bruh. I'm just noticing what the team is doing and how can I adjust to the best of my ability. They running a lot of fast breaks. It don't matter. I'm the first one down. I'm the first one back. And I guarantee you I'm going to stop it majority of the time because a lot of people, they just grab the fast break. They throw it to the first person down. Easy steals. Do I sit there and complain still like, yo, can we get back? Like, I'm the only person. If you're not shooting the ball, shooting guard, small forward, run back on this fast break with me. Come help me out. Are they going to do it? Maybe not. Maybe they will. That's cool. But regardless, I'm going to do whatever I can to solo carry the game. If I see they can't play back doors, I'm at the free throw line pretty much guard my man. I'll be up. As soon as I see somebody in the back door, I take one step back. That's my steal. And I usually get like 7 steals. Go watch any of my 2K gameplays. I do it all the time. I think that's pretty much it, bro. Like, I'm trying to think of anything that I missed. The main thing was really just truly adjusting, bro. Like, if you see your teammates can't shoot, hey, you gonna keep giving them the ball or you gonna put matters in your own hands. If you went 5 out and you see none of your teammates could shoot, people could crash on you and leaving your teammates open. They just gonna keep missing. Versus you be like, all right, set me screens. It's time for me to take over the game. Now you get into the 3, you get in the middies, and you just playing a simple ABC game. It's either gonna get to a midi, a 3, or you're gonna hit the center on a slip or something. You feel me? Like, you have to break the game down, find the patterns, and you will start climbing. Yeah, bro, I ain't gonna sit here and drag on a video. I ain't really got nothing else to really talk about. Those are just like the main like synergies and stuff that I noticed between the game. Once again, if y'all want me to really drop like a in-depth tutorial on how I climb with Mantis and Venom and like my biggest tips, I guess you could say, to use them and when to switch off to different players and what you need to do to adjust and carry your games, whether you need to go to this tank or that tank and don't use this tank solo and need to do this and when to look out for your back line and how to go back and forth and adjust and just noticing your team's weakness, whether it's on 2K, Rivals, any game like that, bro, I will drop it. Let me know. I will show y'all some Marvel Rivals gameplay because I'm not... 2K is my main game, but I ain't gonna sit here and act like I only want to be a 2K YouTuber. Like, man, honestly, bro, 2K not looking so good, man. Them boys, we ain't even gonna talk about it. But if y'all enjoyed this video and y'all made it all the way to the end, make sure y'all sub up, press that like button, type red or type something like you want me to drop the other like really in-depth tutorials on how to use certain people and when to do it. And yeah, boys, stay safe, be easy, and God bless, bro.